Hey everyone, welcome back to another review on my channel. For this week's video, we are going to be testing out some products by a Korean company called Touch in Seoul. Now, if you have not heard of this company before, like I said, they are a Korean-based brand that have come over recently, I believe, from the US to the UK. There are also a couple of places that you can buy these products from online. I believe Boots, Debenhams, and also feelunique.com have their products on their website. These are the products that I've got with me today to try. I have got a set of 2 primers here, and I also have a powder. This is the No Poreblem primer, as well as a priming eraser set, which sounds quite interesting. And I also have here the Pang Pang Sun Cutting Powder. This one really caught my eye in particular because it has an SPF of 30 in it, which I haven't seen in a product for a while, especially a powder. This could be quite interesting to have in the summer months. As it is getting hotter, you need to protect the skin on your face because it is way more sensitive than the rest of your body. So if you want to see how I got on with these 2 products, or 3 products, then make sure to keep on watching. So I started out this review the way that I always start out my makeup, which is with a clean and clear base. You should always clean your face before you apply any type of makeup. I decided I was going to do a half and half on each side of my face with the primers, so I used this primer on this side and this priming stick on this side, and I have to say I was really intrigued by these products, mainly this one in particular. They're both supposed to eliminate all pores that you have on your skin, just to create a smooth base for when you're applying your makeup. However, the methods are slightly different. Obviously this is kind of the same as like a standard primer that you'd get. I really love the packaging for this one, don't get me wrong. It is a lovely glass bottle. It's a really cute baby pink colour as well, which I'm absolutely adoring at the minute. It doesn't have a very strong scent. It's very much a light fragrance that you would expect with some types of skincare. Mainly I would associate this possibly with like a cleansing lotion or something of that kind of sort. It was very smooth and creamy when I was applying it. It felt really nice on my skin. However, it did feel quite tacky for quite a while. I did have to wait for it to kind of dry out a little bit, if you will. However, when I used this primer on the other side, I did really prefer the finish of this one, as it did when you applied it onto your skin, apply very matte. Just from reading up about this product on the box, I think this is angled more towards fine lines and wrinkles. Obviously I'm 22, so I don't really have fine lines and wrinkles, but I do sometimes get smile lines around my mouth, so I applied it around my mouth where I would get said smile lines. I also applied it here where my pores are very open and a little bit on my forehead and on my nose here as well. There is also another side to this stick, which is kind of like a bit of a spongy applicator, I guess, where you are supposed to use it to rub it into your skin. I believe you go in then with this kind of like spongy eraser applicator into the places where you've applied the primer, so around my mouth, on my cheek areas here, my nose and my forehead, and it did smooth out those. So after applying the primers on both sides of my face, I had a little look and compared to see what my skin looked like. I feel as though for an overall skincare kind of thing, this primer made my skin feel a lot better. It felt very hydrated, very smooth. However, this primer made my skin look smoother. So I went in and applied my foundation over the top of the primers. I didn't feel like there was anything special about it, and I didn't feel like there was anything that made me think, oh my god, why is my foundation applying like this? Sometimes I find with certain primers, if you don't use the foundation that is paired with the said primer, it doesn't apply as good if you mix and match the products. I didn't really find that at all with these products. It just kind of went on as normal. I didn't feel anything odd about it. Then once I went in and applied the foundation, I let it set for a second, and then I went in with this. So this is the Pang Pang Sun Cutting Powder, which is a very interesting name, and it also is a very interesting product. So this is what it looks like up close. As you can see, you pop it off and there's kind of like a powder puff on the top. I'm not gonna lie, I did sit and think, how on earth is the powder gonna come out of this and through that? I had to open it a few times. I did debate unscrewing it, tapping it in and then patting it on my face, and then I realised no, that can't be right. You just kind of have to pat it on the back of your skin like this for it to come out. I did have to do it quite firmly on my face. I was like, not sure how I feel about that. Not gonna lie, I feel as though it does leave a bit of a white cast on my face, but that just might be because I'm quite dark at the minute compared to normal. This only comes in one shade, which I believe is just like a translucent setting powder, you know, standard. However, like I said, it does leave quite a white cast on my skin. However, this product is created to blot oily skin in the summer as well as protect your skin with the SPF 30. It also has a really cute little mirror on the top, and it still has the plasticky seal on it. I'm just going to peel that off. It does have a cute mirror on the top so you can see what you're doing whilst you're blotting. Really loving the packaging. I think the mirror on the top is a really cute touch as well. However, when I applied the rest of my makeup and everything, I didn't go in and use a setting spray or anything. I just wanted to see how it held up. I went off and did like a bunch of different things. I went off and painted, had my dinner and things like that. It's been a couple of hours since I actually initially applied the product, and I have to say, like, my skin doesn't feel too oily or anything. Normally by this point you would start to see kind of a little bit of shininess on my skin. It seems to have locked it in quite well. However, if I was having a setting spray on the top, it probably would have locked it in for a bit longer. So yeah, really loving the concept of these products and the little touches that they make to make them a bit more unique. Thinking about how much I paid for these products, I didn't actually mention at the start, this was bought in a set. You can buy these individually, however I did buy them in the set because I wanted to try out all three of the products. When I bought them together, it actually ended up being cheaper. I believe that these together in a pack cost £20, and this primer cost £20 as well. I think if you buy the primer separately, this one retails for $15 and I believe this one retails for $11. I think I'll definitely use this primer as just like a light base for if I'm doing a no makeup, makeup-y kind of look, or just on its own without any foundation whatsoever, just to kind of give my skin that kind of smooth and supple feel. So that is it for this week's video. My thoughts of the Touch in Seoul Korean beauty products. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Everything that I've shown to you in this video will be linked in the description down below. I will also leave a link to my Instagram and social medias in the description and somewhere on the screen. I will leave a link to my channel over here in case you want to go over and subscribe as well. I will leave a couple of previous videos over here in case you want to carry on watching. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me this week. I hope you have a super lush weekend as always, and I will see you again next time for another video. Bye!